Hey, it's Aliana, and it's day 4 of 30. And today I want to talk to you about a fear I had when I started making videos, and even long before I made videos, that stopped me for a long, long time. I used to always question the value of what I have to say. And I had this idea that I know I'm not alone because my clients tell me they have the same problem too, the same fears. I had this idea that if I showed up on a video and I said something that wasn't helpful or not valuable or showed up in a certain way that was lesser than my expectation, I was going to lose potential clients. The way I imagined it is that, my potential clients are walking around, they are ready to buy, and one word, I would say one sentence is going to make or break the damn thing. I have one chance, one shot, one opportunity to impress them or lose them forever. Basically, that's how I saw it, right? I saw that the internet was this big place, and it is, which is great. I'll talk about why that is actually in a minute. It's a big, huge place, and of course, people are busy and they're distracted, yada yada, we all know that. And if I made one video and it wasn't good enough, well, when these people go, pay no attention to that woman, she doesn't know what she's talking about, we're never going to look at her again, we're never going to listen to her again. Those were the fears that I had. And I was surprised when I started getting clients and clients would tell me the same exact thing, like literally the same words, not just the same fears, but expressed in the same way. Would people not stop taking me seriously? Would I not lose my credibility? It's interesting. But here's what I found. And I tell my clients this all the time, and I will say it again because I wish somebody told me this when I was starting out. It takes quite a bit to lose your chances with someone forever. It's a little bit like dating. I know marketing gets compared to dating all the time and relationships all the time because it is. A business is about relationships, right? And you don't want to be walking on eggshells all the time because you're so afraid that you being yourself and saying something is somehow going to turn somebody off forever. But if it happens, then that person is probably not right for you. But you have to seriously fuck up. Like, you have to really mess up for a person to go, you know what? I never want to see that person again. I never want to hear their voice again. Unfollow, block, whatever, right? You have to really, 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 really mess up. Unless there's something about you they didn't like, and quite honestly, that's not really your fault. It's not your responsibility to please everyone. So, point is, unless you're going around offending people on purpose all day, every day, the chances are, even if you said something that people didn't think were interesting or helpful, maybe they won't engage with it. And if you do it repeatedly, yes, they will tune you out a little bit, but weeks, months will go by. You will get better because you kept creating content. Other people will come into your life, into your world, and go, oh, I actually want to listen to this person. I do think this person's words are valuable. And get this, the people that didn't pay attention to you in the beginning will come right around, again, like dating, orbiting, right? Coming right back and going, oh, I wonder what this person is up to. And that's exactly what happens with building an audience. I actually talk about this in my program. I talk about this to all of my clients, but I'm thinking about it in the group program that I'm running, which starting January 15th, but it's closed right now, but the next one is going to be in April. I talk about this because it's so important. I come from a marketing background. I always thought that it's all about the funnel, right? Top to bottom. People become aware of you, and then they consider you, the brand, right? The product. They consider the product, they convert, i.e. they buy, and your goal after that is to retain them, to get the referrals, etc., etc. Okay, great. That still works. I'm not here to say that the marketing funnel doesn't work, but when it comes to building an audience, it's actually different. I like to think of it as a sphere as opposed to a funnel. A sphere because it's circular. It's a circular kind of relationship where people not only come in, but they orbit around, they go around, and then they exit, and then they come back. And you can think about this in your own experience with creators that you were watching, you were listening to, you were following for maybe weeks, months, years, and then you just kind of, you stopped listening to them for some time. And not necessarily because they did something that displeased you, but because you got busy, life changed, your needs changed, and then you come across them again after weeks, months, sometimes years later, and you're like, oh yeah, that person, I wonder what they've released recently. And depending on what they've been doing recently, it can pull you back into their world, or you can go, you know what, that's really not relevant for me anymore. So this fear of what if I say stuff that is not valuable, is not helpful, or that turns people off, if I listened to it, I never would have built a business. I never would have attracted clients. I never would have done anything with my life ever if I just allowed myself to wait for the moment to feel ready. I've never, ever felt fully, completely ready before I took the steps that got me to where I am today. And I obviously have a long way to go because it's life. We always have a long way to go. You know, there's always something to pursue for the heck of it. But you have to do it even though you're not ready for it. That's really it. I know I'm not the first person to tell you this. I'm 100% sure you've heard this before, but I hope that me saying it to you like this, in these words, with my story, with my background, could hopefully help someone like me understand that you're not alone. We all feel this way. We all have these fears, and it's not going to kill you. I assure you, most people are not going to be tuning you out just because they didn't like your content. And even if that happens, the internet has billions of people. And as you keep creating, you keep getting better. And it's really, truly the only way for you to create an audience, to create a business, if you are building a business like this with a creator side. All right, I hope this video was helpful. I should probably wrap this up because I'm supposed to launch this by 9 a.m. And I'm learning that it takes a minute to upload things to different platforms, which I didn't factor in the first couple of videos. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.